So maybe you can go now into the different, I mean, how is the situation now? We know that oppression has been happening for decades now, but what is happening now on the ground that people need to be aware of?
So there are a few areas that you want to look at. I mean, we talked about comparing things. So I normally compare it to, say, Palestine. But for the Uyghurs, Palestine is, if we were suffering like the Palestinians, many Uyghurs would be quite happy, because in Palestine you still can practice, you can still have hijab, you can still pray, you can still have a beard, you can still fast, you can throw rocks at the IDF soldiers. The media is on the ground. When when someone dies or gets shot by the IDF, we know who that person was, what school they went to, what job they were. Eventually the family will get the body back and give them a funeral. None of these luxuries.
Wow.
None of these luxuries we have. Another thing, Mozambique himself mentioned, I would even compare that Guantanamo Bay is better than what's happening in East Turkestan, because in Guantanamo Bay, we have heard of people that have become Hafiz, they've memorized the Quran, they pray in Guantanamo Bay, they are able to fast. Yes, people were tortured, but there were even American soldiers who accepted Islam in Guantanamo Bay. So even Guantanamo Bay, Mozambique himself said, yeah, America's bad, like the US, with what happened in Guantanamo Bay, but China is far, far worse. So based on what former detainees that were able to leave the concentration camps have said, is that they are put into cells with around 40 or 50 people. There's not enough room in the cell for everyone to be sleeping at one time, so half sleep, half do not. There is no proper irrigation system, so for each cell, they're given a bucket to do their toilets, and it is taken out every 24